me say, it is like 8 o'clock in the morning. I can't even believe that I'm up recording a video. But hey, anywho, I am filming my very first get ready with me video, and I suck with coming up with intros to my videos, so I'm just gonna get started. And I decided to film it because most of my YouTube videos are voiceovers over the footage, so I decided to, you know, make it a little bit more, what's the word, make it a little bit more intimate and personal by speaking to you guys as I'm doing my makeup. Now, I already did my eyebrows. I'm going to use this primer by Smashbox, and it's the Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And I'm just going to put that all over my face, dab it, and then rub it in. Now, the foundation that I'm using today is MAC Pro Longwear Nourishment Waterproof Foundation. I mix my MAC Pro Longwear Nourishment Waterproof Foundation with my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. What I do is dab the foundation. Oh crap, got it on my eyebrows. I dab the foundation, spray water to get it. I'm just taking the excess foundation off the back of my hand and putting it on the brush, and I just basically beat my face. And you want to make sure that you blend this foundation very well so that it can basically look like your skin. Make sure you take the foundation all the way down. My next step is concealer. The concealer I'm using, by the way, is Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Concealer in Deep 34. If you guys are new to it, you do not need a lot because this sucker is thick. It's extremely thick, and you will be throwing away product if you use a lot of this concealer. Normally I go over my eye because my eyes are kind of dark around this area. My nose here, like so. I know I look crazy right now, but in the end, it all works out. People love calling you when you trying to record a video. It's like, I think people know when you doing something that you really can't talk. That's the time that they want to call you. Except my mom. She calls me all the time when I'm doing something. My Midnight Banana Powder. And I'm going to set that concealer. And I'm using a little square thingy to do that. I don't know what it's called. Square thingy, whatever. And I'm going to pat that right up under my eye. Put the powder on right after you did your concealer. The powder has something to adhere to because the concealer is still kind of moist and not set in your skin, if that makes any sense. Next, use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I use 2 setting powders because the banana powder is a little bit too light, and the translucent powder is a little bit too white, you know. So I'm gonna put that on top of the banana powder. Sometimes I put the translucent powder on first and then put the banana powder on, because the translucent powder has a flashback. When you guys taking a picture and you're using flash, the translucent powder will show up white and you can really see it. So I recommend you put the translucent powder on first and then put the banana powder on top of that, so the yellowness of the banana powder can cast out the whiteness of the translucent powder, if that makes sense. Okay, so while that's sitting on my face, I normally contour a little bit, and blush, contouring blush and bronzer palette in Turks and Caicos, and I use the darkest shade. And to contour with, I use several different brushes to contour with, but I noticed that a brush with an angle on it, so you can get right in the hollows of your cheeks, are the best brush to use to contour. We are going to chisel that to make us now. Once you do this like a bunch of times, like I have, you can kind of see where to contour. It'll make its own little mark where to contour. Okay, so I contour the hollows of my cheeks right here, and a little bit on my temple, and around my forehead. There was a little Memphis slang came out. Forehead. So what I'm doing next is, what am I doing next? Okay, I'm going to outline my eyes, but I use Black Radiance eyelining gel to actually outline my eyes with. I just use this little pencil as a guide because a brush is kind of difficult to work with sometimes. So I just use this dark brown eyeliner pencil, and I dip it in the Black Radiance gel liner, and I'm going to outline my eye. So now I'm going to tight line, which is the inside of my top line. Now this step is totally optional. I know some people is like, I'm not gonna stick that pencil up in my eye. Totally optional. Okay, after I outline my eye, I normally go back in my eyebrows because the powder and stuff normally mess that up. So I'm gonna go back in my eyebrows and kind of make sure they are the way they supposed to be. And I use this eyebrow pencil by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. It's the Brow Wiz in dark brown. I go in with a very dense brush because I'm gonna wipe out all this powder, and you need a dense brush to do that. So you want to make sure you wipe all that powder away, because you can end up looking really ashy if you don't. And you can end up looking really ashy if you don't have the right foundation color, which is very, very important to have the right foundation color, because you can end up looking ashy or worse, like a man, and that's just awful. Here's a little tip when you guys are doing your makeup. Take your phone and take a picture as you go, like step by step, so you can see if your foundation is the right color, if your concealer is the right color, if everything is all blended, because the camera and the lights can be very deceiving. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I sat here and did my makeup and thought it was like fleeking, and then went and took a picture with flash and it was like, who is that monster? So get your phone and take pictures like as you go, so you can know if your foundation color is the right and your concealer color is right and all that good jazz. Now that I brushed all of that powder off my face, I'm gonna go back in with my contour, because it could get lost when you dusting all that powder everywhere. It can get washed out or not come back on. So I'm gonna go back in with my contour palette, lightly contour my nose with the same brush and the same palette. Normally I use a smaller brush to contour my nose with, so it can be very precise, but today I don't have time for all that. Because I usually go in with MAC Lovejoy Mineralizing Blush, This thing here is like life. Man, I love this brush. And I'm using a BH Cosmetics 124 brush. Okay, for all my chocolate people out there who think that you don't need blush, you do. Because with all this foundation and all that powder that you just put on, your face can look one color. So you need blush to add color back into your face, if that makes any sense. Probably not, but you need blush. Don't be afraid of it. So if you don't know what blush to get, use get Lovejoy, because I swear it's the perfect blush for any skin tone, and it's a perfect beginner blush in my opinion. You know, I'm not an expert. I don't know everything. Don't listen to me. Get the blush. Don't get the blush. After that, I use a highlight by MAC Cosmetics, and this is the Mineralizing Skin Finish Highlight in Soft and Gentle. And this step is completely optional. You can really stop right here if you want like a semi-natural look, and girl, go out the door and it'll be perfectly fine. Going to the highest points of my cheek, the highest point of my face, everywhere the sun touches, which is basically everywhere you put highlight. Your nose, right above your lip, because I swear it makes your lips like pop. And I normally put some right above my eyebrow too, just because I like being extra. That step is totally optional. Since we don't have lashes, I am going to use this mascara from Benefit Cosmetics, and the name of this mascara is They're Real. And this mascara, I swear, is the heavily coat my natural lashes. Like, I swear it's gonna take a good 10 minutes. So now the hardest part for me after I get done with my makeup is finding a lipstick, because I have so many, not so many, but I do have. I'm gonna outline my lips in Chestnut by MAC. It's a lip pencil. I'm gonna outline my whole lip, and I'm actually gonna fill it in too. So whatever lipstick I decide to wear, it lasts longer. Actually, with this lip pencil, you can actually outline your lips and fill in and walk out the door, because it's just that dope, as you can see. And I've done that many a times. When I didn't know what lipstick I wanted to wear, I would outline my lipstick. I would outline my lips in Chestnut and go right out the door, okay? And still be fleeking. I'm going to use Veronica, and I'm going to put that all over my lip. Because I like being extra, I'm going to put MAC Stone. This is Stone by MAC Cosmetics. I'm going to put that on top of Veronica. Okay, I think I want some more highlight. So I'm going to go in with Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics. And pop that sucker right there. This is the finished look. Very simple, very easy to recreate, and you don't have to use all the products that I use. You can use whatever you have in hand. Just make sure you have like a pretty peachy type blush, some type of highlight, outline your eyes, mascara. That's pretty much it. And to set my face, I use this Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I just bathe in it, and that makes sure your makeup stays on all day and all night. I swear, when I use that, I don't have to blot or anything. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching and listening to my very annoying voice I've been told.